the difference between compound interest and simple interest on a sum for 2 years at 10% per annum when the interest is compounded annually is 16. If the interest were compounded half yearly, the difference in two interests would be what? Okay, so in order to solve this question, you should remember the formula for difference between compound interest and simple interest for 2 years, and the formula is PR over 100 to the power 2. This is the formula for difference between compound interest and simple interest for 2 years. Even if you don't know the formula, you can simply derive it like you know the formula for compound interest. It is P1 plus R over 100 to the power n minus 1, and you know the formula for simple interest. It is PNR over 100, and since we are talking for 2 years, we can simply substitute the value of n as 2, and after simplifying this equation you will get value which looks something like this. Okay, this is how you derive it if you don't remember the formula, but I suggest you just remember this formula. It's pretty easy. Okay, so the difference between compound interest and simple interest for 2 years is PR over 100 whole square. Okay, now the question is telling me that for the sum, the difference between compound interest and simple interest on the sum for 2 years, we already taken 2 years at 10%, so R is 10% when the interest is compounded annually is 16, so that means this difference is 16. So from this data, let's first calculate what the principal is. Okay, so now we know the rate of interest is 10, so let's substitute the value. 0 gets cancelled, so 16 is equals to P 1 over 10 times the 100, and this 100 goes here, so we get the value of P as 1600. Okay, now we know what P is. P is 1600 and N is what? 2 years. Okay, now the question is telling me that if the interest were compounded half yearly, the difference in two interest would be what? Okay, so first let's calculate what the simple interest is. Okay, simple interest is, the formula for simple interest is PNR over 100, and it doesn't matter if the interest is compounded half yearly or quarterly, it doesn't affect simple interest at all. It only affects the compound interest. So let's first it is easy to calculate simple interest, so let's first calculate that. 1600 into N is 2 into R is 10 over 100, so 0 gets cancelled, we get 320 as our simple interest. Okay, now let's calculate the compound interest. Now the formula for, okay, first let's calculate the amount for compound interest. So the formula for amount in compound interest is P1 plus R over 100 to the power n. Now the question is telling me that the interest is compounded half yearly. That means the interest is compounded twice a year. Okay, so what do we do here? What changes do we make in our formula? We make R divided by the number of times the interest is compounded. In this case, twice a year, that means 2 times, and in N we multiply the number of times the interest is compounded. In this case, we are compounding twice a year. Okay, compounded half yearly, that means twice a year. So this is how you change the formula accordingly. Now let's substitute the values. P is 1600 divided by 1 plus R is what? 10 over 2 divided by 100 into 2 into 2. So 2 5s are 5 2s are 0, so we get 1600. LCM as 20, and 20 plus 1 we get 21 to the power 2 2s are 4. Okay, so now we get 1600 into 21 into 21 into 21 into 21, right? Because the power of 4 is there, and in the denominator we get 20 into 20 into 20 into 20, right? 0 gets cancelled, 2 2s are 4 and 4 4s are 16, 2 1s are 2, 2 ones are 2, so that means 4, and 4 gets cancelled. So now, and I have already calculated the value of 21 into 21 into 21 into 21. This comes out to be 194481 divided by 10 tens are 100. So removing this 100, we add decimal points after two values. So we get this as our amount. But this is the amount. We need compound interest. So how do we calculate compound interest? It is amount minus principal. And amount is what? 1944.81 minus principal is 1600. We get the value as 344.81. Alright. Now, this is the simple interest, which is 320, and this is the compound interest, which is 344.81. And the difference in two interest would be what? So we have to calculate the difference. That is very easy. It is CI minus SI, which is equals to 344.81 minus 320, which is equals to 24.81. And this is our required answer. So here option A is the correct one.